Welcome to this week's Eternal Monday and the latest episode of First Drafts. First Drafts today is a pair of intriguing decks, to say the least. We have Magmortar Burn versus Glimmora Prize Denial. We're going to have our deck constructors explain their ideas.
I'll go first. This is Glimmora from Paldea Evolved. It has a really cool and a little annoying ability, Shattering Crystal. It says when this Pokemon is knocked out, flip a coin. If heads, your opponent can't take any prize cards for it. And this deck is built around its attack as well. That says your opponent's active Pokemon is not poisoned. During Pokemon checkup, put 6 damage counters on that Pokemon instead. So this is a bit of a poison build, while also preventing your opponent from taking prize cards where you're able to. To increase the poison damage, we are running Verbank City Gym and Radiant Hisuian Sneasler, which both increase the damage on poison Pokemon by 2. So between the Glimmora and these two, you are dealing 10 damage of poison in between turns. We are also running Glimmora's older brother, Glimmora EX, which has the really fun ability Dust Field. That says as long as in the active spot, your opponent has 3 bench spots, basically, and they go down to 3. And it also says that if there's something else that modifies bench spaces, you take the smaller number. So if Arizero or Skyfield's in play, Glimmora will go down to 3 regardless. And we are also running Focus Sashes, but it doesn't matter too much in this matchup. But it says the fighting Pokemon this card is attached to if it has full HP and would be knocked out, it goes to 10 instead, and the Focus Sashes
Would be knocked out or knocked out by attacks?
Would be knocked out by damage from the opponent's attack.
Okay.
So
my thing would still actually.
I mean, yeah.
It's not gonna matter.
I was gonna say I just want just in case for clarification on the video that
we are
very
running
specific.
Secret Box as our ace spec because it gets us quite a few of the things that we need.
And for our big long-winded version of the deck, Magmortar Burn. Yeah, I saw your style.
So we are playing the new Magmortar from Journey Together. So I've actually been trying to build, I've been having a bunch of ideas. This is just like the first version of the actual status condition version of this deck. So Magmortar actually is a stage 1 Pokemon that has the ability Magma Surge. So during Pokemon Checkup, I put 3 more damage counters on my opponent's burn Pokemon, and they do stack with each other. That is a very important thing for this deck. So along with Magmortar, we are actually running Heatran from Twilight Masquerade. The reason why I'm actually running this Heatran specifically is actually its body, incandescent body, because when this Pokemon is in the active spot and is damaged by an opponent's attack, even if it were knocked out, that Pokemon is now burned, so it will help apply burn effects. Now, I am also running Heatran level X. So that way I can still retain the ability, but primarily for the Heat Metal Poke body. So the Heat Metal kind of evolved text, but essentially shortened version is if my opponent's Pokemon has the special condition burned, they cannot remove it by evolving or de-evolving. And if they flip for burn, I treat it as tails. So the only way that they're going to be clearing burn is either they can't be affected by status conditions, they play something to actually remove the status condition, like a tool or an item or a supporter, or they retreat to the bench. But if it stays in the active, it is most likely going to be staying burned. And then Flareon Goldstar. Flareon Star. Has the Pokepower Crimson Ray. Once during the turn when I put Flareon Star from my hand onto my bench, each active Pokemon, both yours and your opponent's Pokemon, are now burned. So it's a way that I can also just apply the burn. To also increase the damage of burn in between turns, I have Infernape. And it has the ability Flaming Fighters. So I put 6 damage counters instead of 2 on my opponent's burned Pokemon in between turns. Then we do run Turo as a key thing to kind of scoop up Flareon Star. That way I can just have a steady thing of just keep applying burn. We are running Dangerous Laser as our ace spec because it does make my opponent's active Pokemon burned, but it also does apply Confusion, but it's more so there for the burn. We are running Premier Ball. If you've seen some of my decks with a lot of level X's, I do really enjoy playing Premier Ball, so I can search out the level X's because normally I wouldn't run in this, but Heat Ran level X is a very important thing for this deck, so that is why I am running Premier Ball. And those that aren't familiar with it, it lets me search my deck for a level X or my discard pile for a level X. Now we are also running Burning Scarf. So Burning Scarf is a tool that essentially is almost a copy of Heatran's ability. So if the fire Pokemon this card is attached to is in the active spot and is damaged by an opponent's attack, even if it's knocked out, the attacking Pokemon is now burned. Now, to kind of also reiterate on the Heatran line, we are running Full Flame. So Full Flame is a stadium that I put 4 damage counters instead of 2 in between turns, so it kind of also is almost similar to Infernape, just 2 less in between turns. But they cannot remove the special condition by evolving or de-evolving. Now, to cover the secondary half of Heat Metal, you have Wella Volcano Park, where whenever a player would flip for the special condition burn in between turns, so that condition isn't removed even if the result is heads. So it's basically making it very hard to try to remove burn, is essentially this. And then also taking knockouts with burn.
Alright. We will get shuffled up and we'll be right back.
Tails.
Heads. I will go first.
Alright. Do it.
It's literally to be a 70 HP.
I figured.
See, I'm not the only one that has
Double
double
pop.
poppins.
Something tells me you're not going to be able to snipe my bench.
The world may never know.
Is it even in the deck? Should check that first. It is. For Skrelp, Ditto Prism, Valtoy.
Okay.
I'm gonna fob your Floatstone.
Right out of the gate.
Actually, I'm not sure. Yeah, this is useless actually. Earth and Pestle Focus Sash. So that's not doing me anything in this one.
Yep.
Or Burning Sashes.
That's fine.
Um, that does sound like that's.
Level up.
See if I'm good.
Cards in hand.
40. Yo, laser.
Dangerous laser.
I do hope it burn. Thank you.
Force.
Mm-hmm. I like how it loses 20 health on level up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That is the unfortunate.
And its weakness changes too.
Yeah, that's the not so fun part about it.
Be careful, you've been damaged already, not much stuff out.
And I'm gonna draw 7.
For the record, we did rule that level ups keep abilities, right?
Yes.
Okay, even though it doesn't specify it?
Yeah.
Okay, just check. Because I know that was something that got brought up.
Magmortar.
Me.
Magmortar.
My plus 20, right?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, plus 30.
Yeah, plus 30.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, no.
yes.
Full flame.
Base 4.
It just changes the base.
Yeah. VS Seeker for Force. And then 3, 6,
I'm dead.
10.
I'm very dead.
Pass, and you'll take 10 from burn.
Promote. Sure. Interesting. Can I see my list, please?
Yeah, can you actually like put both of them?
Okay. How do I? Um. If I do that, I get to do. Secret box.
Mm-hmm. That was your whole hand that you basically just
I
nuked,
have
right?
nothing else in my hand.
And Secret Box is one of pretty much
Basically
everything.
everything.
So item, tool, supporter, stadium. Item, tool, supporter, stadium. But no Pokemon or energy.
No.
So it's basically one of all the trainer cards.
I'll grab item, supporter, tool, stadium. Okay. Stadium. Evolutions. For Mora. Looks down here. Oh, yeah. Played all. Quick ball. Or limits.
Oh, I'm not running. Come on.
I'm kind of thinking I want a Hisui and Heavy Ball in this deck. I do not kind of want. We're going to Cosmic Power. I'm going to put these two to the bottom. And draw 5. 4, 5. Punch return. Bounce away. I will Poison Petals. I'll take 8 damage. To you. Return 1 or 2. What do I get to keep?
Four, five, six, 7, 8, 9. I do feel like this is honestly the best for us for this deck. I love when you grab the perfect number. It was 9, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I just want to make sure. Magmortar. Voila. Voila. Basically, when you
it's just burn this.
yeah, burn don't go away. Crimson Ray.
We're doing.
And 3, 6, 9, 10, 11. We will pass turn, and this will get knocked out.
100 from poison or from burn.
Yeah, because how much am I taking for poison right now? 2.
You're knocked out.
Yeah, 2 and then 2 or
because you're taking 6 from poison or 8 from poison or 6 from poison because you bumped the sleep, so 6. So that'll kill you a lot.
Well, Does that actually stay as an effect?
It's 6
Okay.
in between during checkup. Yeah.
I just didn't know if it was just for that turn though.
No, it's as long as you have it.
Okay.
And no point in me even flipping a coin.
I usually take price back up.
Do you need to take this?
You should be at 110. Because it's 2 for burn and then I'm
Oh
increasing
right,
it by
burn is
80.
2 base. That's right. I'll drop it. Dust Island. If you switch with the effect of a trainer card, the new active plant becomes poisoned.
It retains.
And it retains this poison as well. So it'll take the 6 return times. Blah, blah, blah. How many cards in hand?
2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Martin?
Stop it. That hand is married.
It's 4, yeah.
All for you. Evolve. Evolve.
Well, it's a wild matchup. It's like the battle of special conditions.
Evolve.
Poison versus burn. Golden.
Cosmic Power. Plus 6. Trick. Your poison Pokemon cannot retreat. Stone Energy.
Yeah, it's
Fighting the Pokemon that's attached to you takes 20 less damage from attack, so
Okay.
it literally does not matter.
it's literally a status condition battle.
Yeah.
Yep.
Cosmic Power.
These are so wild. We're going sister too.
I mean, it honestly is a fun match though.
6.
It's a different setup. That's for sure.
This is crazy.
Imagine special conditions mattering.
Right?
Actually mattering. Not just being a thing.
This is the one I've been telling Lyle about that he just hasn't seen yet. I mean, obviously, both y'all knew I've been trying to build this for months.
Right. At least Tiff's birthday.
Well, yeah, Tiff's birthday.
Another card that I prize that really sucks that it's in there.
Because, like, I know you and I were wanting to make this work in a deck.
I'll Poison Petals.
It's just 6 right now, right?
Yes, it's. I'll flip for Shattering Crystal.
Well,
you get a price card. It's just knocked out. It's not from damage from attack or anything.
okay.
It's not like
So it's tails, so you do get a price card. I'll promote the stinky one.
Stinky.
Yes, that's fine.
What makes that a stinky one?
It has the stone energy. That's why it's stinky.
That makes it stinky?
Yeah.
Oh, Lord.
Which one? Deck is so thin already. This is not a super turbo deck either. I just saw my play those early.
Fair. We got moving out too.
Yeah, it's pretty nice. There's a card that I prized that I wish was on my bench, but
Yeah, that's exactly which one it is too.
yep.
Just chilling next to a little Steelers.
Yeah. You only have one of these?
Pass.
Draw. I feel like this card is actually not that good in this map. Buddy?
I mean, it's 5-4 right now, right? So, oh no, it's 4-4. It's 5-4.
No, it's 5-4. It's 5-4.
Agree, damn it. A little old Glimmy. I shouldn't have shuffled. Three. Four. Fighting type item card.
I want that kind of card, but for Griffith.
Glimmora or Karina.
Current.
I got you.
I want to be really bad, actually. Gotta make that some better.
All cosmic power. Put these two of on. I get one card.
Who they give it to? Ramos?
Maybe. I could just give it to him now. Okay. Yeah. Goop gas. And then I'll just pass. Now scary things start happening.
Yeah. That's a lot of burn damage this turn.
Yeah, it's 12 before. It's 14 total right now.
Yeah, that's a lot.
I'm not ignoring the fact that he doesn't have like the Infernape out either.
Yeah, no Infernape, not even the stadium.
The
It was 4 and it was 6.
is that okay?
Well, it was 2 and this.
And then I'm going to pass.
Drop. Versus sleeping. For Army, and I'll play it.
For Marnie,
Mm-hmm.
how dare you? Let the Flareon stay. Nope.
That's not happening.
Like you're very quick. Nope.
I mean, I guess I know why I didn't, so.
Well, yeah, because I
I
couldn't.
played Goop Gas, man.
I just don't know why you would scoop it up. And...
Because
he
it
has
was either
another
that
support
or he
area,
was
I
about
guess.
to get rid of it with the Glimmora EX. So
I see. Stone energy.
you run structure.
yeah, but I'd rather at least
Three.
have it back before instead of like trying to find that also because the Turo is literally in there just primarily for the Flareon.
I can see my shtick for this thing already on that advertising and social.
Cosmic power.
And this week's Eternal Monday, a deck unironically runs Dangerous Laser.
And this is just if I damage you, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh yeah, no. If it was just like Damage in general. Oh my
Poison
god.
petals.
Was that Iroh?
Yeah.
I was like, what just fell?
Monkey.
Why are you licking my leg?
For the record, he's talking about the cat, not me.
I was looking at it.
Oh no, that's you hit. That was the freaking
Oh,
cord under it.
Yes, I don't think Bear would do that. Maybe. The stadium that you just put down is full flame, right? That increases the
Yeah.
base damage of burn.
Yeah.
to 4.
Full flame puts 4 damage counters instead of 2, and they can't remove the special condition burn by evolving or de-evolving. Cards in hand.
6.
Let's go ahead and get rid of that Glimmora. I hate the EX.
That was not in my hand. I marked that, remember?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that'd be really funny.
I've seen every card in my deck. I know I put these at the bottom of my deck at one point with a Glade Hall. That's hysterical, actually.
No goop gas, right?
Mm-mm.
Luxury ball. Flareon star.
It can grab stars, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It can, the only thing it cannot grab is level X, buddy.
I just wanted to be sure. Would be
Ouch,
a real
time.
shame if something happened to that Flareon Gold. For the audience, this is the actual Flareon Gold Star team. It's not even a proxy.
Yeah, that's not a proxy. It's a real card.
Look,
Which, ironically, the luxury ball is the proxy with the
Yeah, true.
the $1 card is the proxy,
Yeah.
and the multi-$100 card is the real one.
Yeah.
Crimson Ray.
Yep. Can't wait to die to burn.
And pass.
Alright, so you take 60 and I'll die for Shattering Crystal. No price card.
This is a very weird matchup.
It is a very weird matchup. Actually, that was Ditto Prison. He's got to go.
He gooed.
He gooed for 10. Just like his forefathers wanted him to.
They're proud.
Okay. So he's gonna die to poison.
Or
You jump for turn.
no, because I died to
I should try it.
I died to burn.
Oh, you burned yourself. Okay.
Yeah.
So
Flareon Storm.
I'm so useless here.
Yeah, it's like in every other matchup, so good.
It's super strong in any other matchup.
Absolute ass.
You had 3 left.
Honestly, Magmortar might genuinely be a kind of a invincible bitch in turn. I think the only biggest concern it really has is if some.
If it had something like Dragalge that's
Oh my
prevented
God.
it from retreating, that would be nuts.
What you do is you just run. You just run a couple of. Still run the Dragalge, just run a couple of Toxic Laser.
Soothing Sneasel.
I would literally just
Luxury
try to
ball.
find ways to just make it to where they're stadium locked and just run Skyfield with that stuff and just keep applying burn with Flareon and other stuff.
Fail or the reball.
Like I would literally basically build a control burn deck at that point.
Need to find a card. Need to find a card. Top. Cosmic Power, putting these 2 useless cards to the bottom. 4, 2, 3, 4. Excellent.
Just what you were looking for.
Yeah.
Which on a star for it.
That's what we'll call it. Want to see something funny, right? Focus Sash.
Pretty good.
Is that really the first hero I played?
Think so.
Wait,
Cosmic power.
3 and 2 BS.
Fine. 3.
Probably better to play 2 and then play 3 Vortex Seekers. That's not 4 powers. Is expected.
Can I ask what the Infernape does? I don't even know what it does.
6
That's
damage.
6.
Yeah.
Okay,
It's 2 more base than this.
I see.
But it's only to the opponent's burned.
Well, I'm gonna use the Chimchar then.
What the monkey do?
Switch to Gouge Foot, switch back. Poison Petals, it's not dead from poison. Oh, it had 50 HP?
Yeah.
I thought it had 7.
No.
Why that one then?
Scratch
Does
for
it burn?
10.
Oh. Wait, you don't run energy though.
It's a free attack.
Oh, it's a free attack?
Yeah.
Oh, that's kind of basic, actually. I like that. I do
Oh.
like that.
Well, damn. That completely changed my whole idea.
Yeah, I agree.
Pyro? No. Did you hear that noise?
Yeah.
What was that?
So
He was
3,
upset.
6,
He was
9.
upset. I said no.
Girl.
Okay.
Crimson Ray.
Who could have seen it coming?
Nobody ever would have seen that coming in the history of Pokemon.
It'll
Okay,
be 13
it's
exactly.
exactly enough,
Yeah,
yeah.
it's 13 exactly with full flame.
Mm-hmm. That's 2 Turos.
Yep.
Ignoring whatever versus secret you play, which you haven't played. You played 1.
Bloodstone.
Mm-hmm.
Because I'm not poisoned.
Mm-hmm. Imagine if it was your opponent's status.
Oh my god.
Oh man.
This Dragachi would be broken.
I mean, that would literally go in here.
It would
Like,
go
that
in
was
there,
literally
yeah,
what we were just
absolutely.
talking about.
This Dragachi's already really strong.
And pass, and you take 13 in between.
Mm-hmm. For Shattering Crystal. Tails,
Let's
you
go.
get a prize card. Congrats.
I did not want you.
Focus Sash, you failed me for the last time.
Focus Sash like, I didn't get a flip, man.
Look, either way, like, I'm having fun right now.
Draw.
I don't care if I lose this. I'm having fun with this.
They're just,
It's still pretty close. It's 2-3.
I mean, in fairness, like, I've only not taken 1 prize card, so because it flipped heads. So, like, by that logic, it would be 2-2 if it.
I need to find.
No, you don't.
Exactly.
I
You don't
just
need it.
cannot find it for some reason. Earth and Dusty.
That's your deck?
It was the top card of my deck. I shouldn't have played him.
Cards in hand?
Let me check. I'm failing Dusty.
Yeah.
5.
5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 5, 3, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2.
If you just start busting out Team Rocket's handiwork at this point, I'm going to be upset.
Imagine.
Cosmic power. I'm gonna put these 2 to the bottom. Where is it? Where? Buddy.
What should be the next card?
It was not the next card, but I would have still lifted. I'll fail the buddy.
How far are we?
2 to 3 prize cards.
It's literally status condition versus status condition.
Better 10. Cosmic power.
Cards in hand?
I can't even play anything else. Actually, I can. Yeah, I can play. Before it cuts. Attach for
You're gonna attack the Claydol?
if I have to, man. If I freaking have to.
Let's go.
Cosmic Power. Let's go. It's there. Glimmora.
The goat. Honestly, Tara is really good. 2 and 2, right?
Yeah, 2 and 2.
For that, I think. Yeah. For those. Bench. Evolve. Retreat.
Where'd my poison go, actually? I know it's gonna happen, so I'm just already putting in.
Yeah, I'm just making sure I don't want to do anything else.
Am I playing Busted Tool or anything?
Shut up, Jason. No busted tools found here. Poison petals. You've... Hey, the monkey. Wait.
Horse.
That's not Taro.
No, it's not.
Magmortar. You already have ideas for the deck?
For what?
Your deck? Do you have any ideas just playing this match?
I mean,
Because I know what I would want. I would want surprise tension.
yeah. It's just the list is just like it's mostly actually the search in the deck and the list that it takes up actually majority of the space. Like it's not even the Pokemon are the issue.
Have you considered running like Collapse Stadium to get rid of your Flare and Star and use it later? Or something like that?
Collapse or Barrier.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Say that again.
Well, you wouldn't want to destroy your whole bench, you just want to get rid of one, is what I'm saying.
Yeah, the Paralytic can use hostile too.
Yeah, but you're missing the point. Because you need to have a ton of stuff on his field. And you don't want to be destroying stuff. That's why he's worried about my Glimmora, you know? My EX anyway.
Rescue Treacher.
Uh-oh. What's again? How do you feel about Ditto Prism Star?
And here?
I think that a Prism would be good on
Yeah, that's kind of what I was thinking.
I mean, I'm open to suggestions because I mean, like I said, this is just version 1 of the actual
Yeah.
status condition deck.
I mean,
Like this isn't the attacking deck. The attacking deck actually runs Skyfield.
yeah, I think Ditto Prism would be good in there. I think.
there. I still think Future is still not.
I kind of agree. I also wonder if like Super Scoop Up.
I was thinking the same thing. Even Scoop Up Cyclone, I don't know how I feel about Future Sizer.
It's just like if Flare and Star is your best way of dealing burn, you know?
I'd say it's probably the most consistent way.
Yeah. Weak ball.
So you're discarding from your for football?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Honestly, I'm not sure that the Infernape is worth it.
Well,
It would be worth it in a different matchup.
Yeah. Because I actually cut back at slime.
Because it's 6 base. So Infernape and Full Flame wouldn't work together,
They
right?
don't sack. No.
So it would just take the higher one, probably.
Yeah, it'd take the higher one.
So
At this point, at that point, it would just be the secondary effect of.
so it would be 6 plus 12. So you'd be doing 180 with burn,
Yeah.
which kills Squawk. I think that. Well, I guess Full Flame would still do 160, which kills Squawk.
Yeah.
Maybe I don't know. Maybe Infernape isn't worth it. Is there like a draw engine in Infernape? No, right?
No.
Because that would be really good for that deck. I know there's Swamperts that are drawn. No, you do. There's like 3 Swamperts that are drawn too. Or Monfernos. I don't know if there's any good Monfernos.
Weak ball. I can't remember what was in here.
There's surprisingly few in the burning.
That is unfortunate. I just realized like what also was still in my pricing.
Mm. Oh, you know what you could run? You could run Good Rod in there.
What?
You know Good Rod?
Good rod?
Yeah.
No.
So you flip a coin. If heads, you put an item card from your discard pile on top of your deck. If
Yeah.
tails, you put a Pokemon from your discard pile on top of your deck.
Yeah.
I would just get you Dangerous Laser straight up.
Pass.
That's good. Draw. I'm just gonna versus Secret for Guzman. Look the Chimchar, switch to Gouge, switch back. There's a Pels. Okay. There's the other Glimmora. And that's game, Jason.
And that's game.
Yeah. One might be a Seeker's was prized.
Alright, well, let's look at these deck lists. Up first is Magmortar Burn. Want to explain all the things? What do you feel about the lists based on that game? What do you think it should be?
I mean,
I feel like this is a weird game to kind of
Yeah.
judge it on.
I mean, it is a good game for consistency though, because you're really being forced to pull them out every turn.
yeah.
That's true.
The thing that actually like really killed it was well, one, his attack is not actually doing damage to me,
Right.
so he's not actively getting. So my main active burn condition outside of Flareon is not taking effect because they have to do damage to activate the burn.
Yeah.
And since it's not, I'm taking it from SAS conditions. It kind of sucks.
It is kind of funny that we both run 4 tools that were completely useless in this
Yeah.
deck.
I do definitely like the Good Rod idea. I'll toy with like this version with Good Rod. I'll probably. I still think in like a certain matchup, the Infernape would still be good.
It's just it's
To,
taking
like,
up,
help with
it's
math.
taking up 5 deck spaces.
Yeah.
That could be dedicated to consistency cards, and I feel like
Yeah,
We'd
so
rather be
I'll
consistent.
probably cut that.
Oh, it's
Would-
4 Arvin and 4. That's a really heavy supporter.
Well, it's because the Arvin is searching for the not only floatstones at times, but also the burning sash. And
Yeah.
since this deck like main draw engine is Chorus, but its main like it has a lot of search cards in it to like get my evolutions and stuff into play that I need. So that's why I
just
do 4
don't
Arvin.
think it's worth it to play 4 Colorus ever. Like,
Um,
literally ever.
I mean, like I was trying for so funny enough, the Infernape Brain originally was a 3-1-2, and I cut it back to actually up the Chorus and Arvin by 1.
I feel like I
and
feel like Colorus would be better as a Marnie or as a research even. Like I just feel like
Yeah.
he was
because-
drawing a ton of cards with that.
Yeah.
Chorus that game.
because if I cut the 2 Chimchars, the Inferno, the Infernape, and the Rare Candy, because the Rare Candy's only literally in there for that line, I could do.
you just have so many supporters in this deck.
I could do like because I need a way to get rid of like tools and stuff.
To get rid of tools?
Yeah, you don't have.
Yeah,
mean,
because
like, you mean,
because
like, shield
garbotoxin screws
Oh,
over
yeah,
this.
so you're talking about like for
Yeah.
lore.
I
I thought you meant like discarding all the
no. I'm talking about like actually getting
Yeah,
rid
yeah.
of tools. Like no, like
You think this is a Faba or a field blower deck?
I mean, he has so many supporters already. I don't know if
Yes.
it's worth it.
I mean,
That's just the only one to
if I cut the colors down to 3, I would probably like throw in like a 1 of Faba.
Colors in the 3 still puts you about double where you would normally be in internal
Yeah.
for supporters. So
Yeah. I definitely probably want 4 good rods.
It's like
That-
over the rescue stretcher.
Yeah.
I also think Dangerous Laser's probably not really spec.
It's just I just well the thing is this is the status condition version. So applying burn with dangerous laser is
It has
the
to
thing.
have as many ways to do
Yeah,
that.
I with this specific version of the deck, the non-attacking version, I need ways to actually do that.
I
The
mean,
the attacking
Swoop Up-
version
Swoop
wouldn't
Up
run.
Cyclone will do the same thing for Flareon. So
I mean, that's not unfair. It's just you're only running 1 heavy blow too.
Yeah.
I think two,
Yeah.
just because that's such a key piece of the deck.
Yeah.
so that's Flareon Burn, and then we have Glimmora. How do you feel?
I like this deck a lot. I like I said in the match, I do think I would like a surprise time machine, just because sometimes putting out the Glimmora EX, like while its effect is really powerful, it's kind of a liability to what is essentially a single prize deck. So being able to just use its effect and then get it out of there, and it has a really good attack. Its attack like kills a lot of stuff real nicely, especially with the poison stacking on with Verbank and Radiant Hisu and Sneasel. Dragalge is probably one of the best cards in the deck in my opinion. I think that card is insane. Especially stacked on top of Dust Island. So basically forcing them to have to swap with a Guzma or something, and then keeping the poison on the active with the Dust Island is really strong.
The only time I ever saw my Guzma that whole game, because it was never prized, was after I Colrist.
Nah, yeah, so you weren't able to play it.
Yeah.
Of course. But I don't know. I like this deck a lot. I do want a second Goop Gas. It's just this deck is super tight for space. I think Cigar Wax is correct. I wasn't completely sure before this game, but after playing it, I think that's right.
So you were talking about potentially putting in a time machine, but you also just talked about how you wanted a second Goop Gas, and you don't have the room for it. So what would you do for the time machine if you were trying to squeeze something like that in?
I'm not sure, to be honest. It's something I'd have to go and look at. Honestly, maybe the energy count could go down by 1, I think. Just like a 3-2 with the energy split.
That feels brave.
It is brave, but we're running 2 vessels, so it should be okay. Or maybe go down a vessel.
Anyway, that is it for today's Eternal Monday. Hopefully you guys enjoyed these two very interesting decks going against each other. I know it was a bit of a burn poison slugfest, but you know what? Special conditions got to do something. It's about time. Pokemon trading card game has them, and now we actually get to see them in action. Thank you all for watching. We'll see you guys in the next one.